Hello, today let's look at how to use a primary key in the table. So if you create a table like this, customer, and the columns, the first one is customer ID, data type is int, and the constraint is what the primary key. So this table, the customer ID is the primary key. Then you bring your comma. The next field is first name. The data type is varchar with 30 characters. The constraint is not null. Then you bring your comma. The next field is called last name. The data type is varchar with 30 characters. The constraint is not null. You bring your comma. Then the last field is date of birth. The data type is what? Date type. So because this one is the last column, the last field, so don't bring comma again. Then you close the open bracket. You close the open bracket that you started. So when you are done, then you run it. You run the command. So you click on execute. So you see that commands completed successfully. So now we have created our table, which is what customer. Let's insert data into the table. So if you want to insert record into a table, the command is what? Insert into. Insert into. Then you bring the table name. So as I said, all this you can type them in capital. So insert into. So then the table name will come. Then this one too should be in. So insert into. Then you bring the name of the table. Then values. So you bring your open bracket. Then the first field is what? Customer ID. So this is the customer ID 11. You bring your comma. Customer name. Customer first name, comma. Customer last name. Then you bring your comma. Then date of birth. Then you close it. Then you bring your comma. Then you open the bracket. The next customer ID, first name, last name, date of birth. You bring your comma. Then the next customer ID, 15, first name. Please pay attention. So you see that the varchar, they are in what? Single quote. All the varchar in single quote. Then the date of birth is not in single quote. So when you are done, and pay attention here. So this one, the first one, bring comma. The next one, comma. The last one, you no comma. So let's run this. So then you run it. You see that 3 rows affected. So let's run this command. So if you want to select all from the customer, so you use the select. This is the asterisk for all. You want to select every data from the table. So you select it. So you see that it will select everything. So customer ID 11, 12, 15. So let's test whether the primary key is working. So here the first customer ID was what? 11. So let's insert it. Let's insert another record. So insert into customer values. So let's insert the 11 again and see whether the system will take it or not, with different first name, last name, and date of birth. So when you select it and run it, the system will say that violation of what? Primary key constraint, because the customer ID 11 has been assigned already. It was given to a first name Bright and the last name Appear. So the first customer has been assigned what? Customer ID 11. So there's no way, and we are saying that the table, if you look at our table, the customer ID is what? Is the primary key. So the primary key is the unique identifier. So you cannot give one primary key to two different customers. So that is why the system is complaining that violation of what? Primary key constraint. So if you change this 11 to maybe 24, now we have changed the customer ID. Let's run it again. So when we run it again, now one root affected. So let's select all from the customer. Now, have you seen the first customer ID is 11, 12, 15, and the 24. So this is how to add a primary key to a table as a constraint. So you use the word create, then table, then the table name will come. Then you open your bracket, then you type the fields for what? For the table. So the field that you want to make it as a primary key, then you write it. So I hope this has been useful. Thank you very much for your time.